Well, this is a very, very special unboxing video, and it's a video that I've waited on the better half of about 3 years to make. That's how long this certain project has been in development. So, this is going to be less, sure, I'm going to open it, I'm going to show you what it is, but it's going to be less of that, and it's going to be a lot of me telling a story today. So I'm going to try to keep this short as I can. Long story short, going back to when I was about 5 years old, growing up in my childhood house, me and my dad, we would always watch these old movies and TV shows together. He's a big part of the reason why I'm such an old soul the way I am today, whether it was It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, Weekend at Bernie's, Sanford and Son, always just that whole era, the beautiful days of kindergarten when I would put in Weekend at Bernie's, and then when that ended, I would put in Thomas the Tank Engine. I had a very versatile childhood. But my number one favorite movie back then has transitioned into adulthood as my number one favorite movie of all time, and that's Better Off Dead, directed by Savage Steve Holland, starring John Cusack and Diane Franklin. This movie is just responsible for so much. It really shaped my love and affection of the 80s, my sense of humor and my outlook on life. I would not be who I am today without Better Off Dead. With Savage Steve Holland's script, just the offbeat nature of it, the fact it was almost kind of a parody of the 80s teen subgenre right in the heart of all of that, with how exaggerated it was from the mind of a teenager who's daydreaming and stuff. Just so much, every single the soundtrack, everything about that movie just resonated with me, and from the age of 5 until present day 24, it's my favorite film of all time. And it's really fitting that that is my favorite film of all time, because I've gotten to do some extraordinary things because of this film. I mean, first I should note my collection. Better Off Dead is one of only 2 movies where I own it on VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray. For those of you playing at home, the other film is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. But this is not about that. So, Better Off Dead, this is the VHS, the Paramount 90th Anniversary VHS. This is the one I wore out watching in 2002, 2003-ish, in that regard. I remember being so, because I would watch Better Off Dead on TV all the time. It used to air a lot. And so I'd never owned it, so I remember when my mom finally ordered it for me, I remember how excited I was to get this tape in the mail and everything like that. Yeah, there you go. So this is where, a lot of the memories started. Then, pick it up, just standard DVD, and then no special features or anything, but FYE did this great steelbook release of it. So much better than that Blu-ray that was out that had the terrible cover. And this is out of print and expensive now, so my mom got this for me when I was 6. I still distinctly remember it was a Friday night. She came home from her bowling league, because I was at my house with my grandma. We were watching There Goes a Truck with Dave Hood. My memory is crazy. There are some things I just very vividly remember. It's crazy. And that was the night I got the CD soundtrack, which is really rare and expensive to come across nowadays. So this is one of the grails of my collection. And then between going to conventions and everything in my teenage years, I've met a large portion of the cast from the film. In August 2014, I met Diane Franklin at a screening of Better Off Dead, so I got to watch Better Off Dead on the big screen, which was completely out of this world, just having that theater experience of it. And Diane, for the picture, she let me wear her cardigan, her coat that she wears in the movie, and I was so excited. I was so over the moon. I got to wear the coat from Better Off Dead. I can't believe I got to wear the coat from Better Off Dead. But if I would have known what would happen later as a result of it, 16-year-old me would have flipped. So fast forward to 2017, I got reconnected with Diane thanks to the 80s in the Sand Festival in the Dominican Republic that we both attended, the first one in 2017. She's been back to that every single year since then. But my first major Better Off Dead kind of just event happened at the Hollywood Show, which was this little convention they had in Chicago in March of 2019 when I was a senior in college. And they had John Cusack and Diane Franklin both at this convention. And they had a duo photo op of just the two of them. Now what I did not realize with this photo is that there were a lot of people who bought the John Cusack photo, and there were a lot that bought the Diane Franklin photo. As luck would have it, I somehow was the only person who bought the combo of both of them. So this was the first time since they had met, since 1985. So this became a historic picture, as it is the only adult photo of Wayne and Monique together. So I made Better Off Dead history there, and during that time is when Diane Franklin announced she was working on a ultimate Better Off Dead retrospective book, and I was able to submit that picture for it. And so I was thinking, and one day last summer I thought about the soundtrack, so I emailed Diane. I said, "Yeah, Diane, do you have any of the soundtrack artists interviewed in the book, because the soundtrack is, you know, such a big part of the film, like it is with any 80s movie. Have you talked to anybody with the soundtrack?" Because I had a connection to Cy Kernan from The Fix on my Facebook. Now Cy Kernan also sings With One Look, the main end title song. So I hooked the two of them up together, and Diane interviewed Cy for the book, and it was amazing. But what I didn't know was going to happen was that Cy then hooked her up with Faye Hine, Rupert Hine, the composer, his widow. She had the original Ricky photo from the movie. And if you've seen the movie, you know what that is. And so she sent it to Diane. So I started the chain reaction that led to Diane getting the original Ricky photo.
Here is something I haven't seen since 1985. Thank you, Faye. I am about to see it, and I haven't seen it in forever. Oh my gosh, so excited. I can't believe I'm opening this. All right, here we go, people. It's another, wait, hold on. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't believe it. It's the original Ricky photo. Merci, merci, merci. This is... I don't know if I should be happy or upset because it is Ricky.
Just the fact that this has been my #1 all-time favorite movie since I was 5, 6. I was in kindergarten, which I know is such a weird movie to say, oh yeah, from a young age, this is what I was watching. But like I said, it shaped who I am today and everything about it. And so in my hands, after 3 years of production, Diane Franklin's Better Off Dead book has finally been released. And we're going to take a look at it finally. I'm not going to show too much of it because I don't want to give away anything that's inside. I want anyone who's a fan of the movie, she has cast, crew, never before seen photos, stories. It's the complete retrospective guide of the film. So I don't want to give any of that away in this video. I just want to let everybody know it's out. Look, there it is. Wow, that looks so good. Oh, look at that. Boom. Yeah, I'm smiling already just looking at it. That's amazing. Knowing that after all that work, all that effort, the Better Off Dead retrospective book is finally here. It says, Better Off Dead has just gotten better in this ultimate movie memoir. The Excellent Comedy is a love fest tribute to the quirky, surreal 1985 comedy Better Off Dead that brilliantly blends a coming-of-age story with humor and creativity. Written by its lead actress Diane Franklin, with major contributions by writer-director Savage Steve Holland, Excellent Comedy celebrates the fun of the film, those involved in making it, as well as the devoted fans who still love Better Off Dead to this day. Just to explain the title, it's a play. Diane Franklin has 2 previous books. This one is called The Excellent Comedy of the Last American French Exchange 80s Babe, which is, of course, a play on her famous 80s roles in The Last American Virgin and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. To find her first 2 books, just swap out the word comedy with adventures and curls. So yeah, I don't really want to give anything away about this book. I want to sit back and enjoy it in my own peace and just kind of bask in it, but this is awesome. So if you're a fan of the film, definitely support Diane. Get her book. It's available on Amazon now. I'll put the link down below. This is just awesome. This is the interview with Cy Kernan that I made possible. One humorous little note is that my name is actually misspelled as Pontaki when my name is just Pataki. There's no N in it, but you know what? That just makes this even more unique and kind of goofy. So ladies and gentlemen, from here on out, if you want to call me Ken Pontaki, it's official. Huh. I wonder if I'd be able to take out Beth. Ricky! Shut up, geek. I said it before and I'll say it again. Vincent Chiavelli. The most underrated character in Tomorrow Never Dies. Wow, they really scoured the cast and even reached out to some of the more obscure players such as Joanne Greenwald. That is awesome. I just realized my picture is on the same page as John Heder, Jason Reitman, Sean Patrick Flannery, and the Motels. That's actually pretty bitchin'. And in closing, testicles.